Are you living the Delaware Beach lifestyle? You can't live at the beach and do nothing. This up-and-coming year-round area has lots to offer. Find out where to eat, play, and serve. Living the ultimate dream.
Hey guys, welcome to the 302 Lifestyle Beach Podcast. Today, I have the 302 Lifestyle sharing with you some tips and tricks on business. I have been blessed. Daisy and I actually got to fly to Phoenix, and we love to go to different places a few times a year. We have some coaching going on where we learn things, learn how to become better leaders, better people in our lives. And it's always good to just learn from people that are have gone through something. Well, in this particular case, we have already been through a lot of the programs and systems and processes that we've learned to improve our business. And we got a chance to sit in front of, I think like 30 to 50 other business owners and share with them some things that have worked for us. And I thought you guys might be interested since a lot of you guys are business owners or have experienced something like this in your life. And so here's the opportunity to see what has worked and not worked in our cleaning company. So stay tuned, guys. Here's a clip now.
All right, Spencer, who are you and why should we care?
All right, Spencer Ward, retired exotic dancer, now business cleaning owner. I've been in the business commercially for about 8 years. I'm in Pocatello, Idaho. That's all you wanted?
You share what you're willing to share.
I'm Terry Smith, half of Tenacious Cleaning Services. We are commercial. You can say the rest.
Bob Smith, I'm the other half, and we're operating out of Illinois.
Daisy Ewing, the only residential in this panel.
That's true. Yes, only residential. She is 3/4 of the business. I'm like just a tiny piece. Live on the beach, so anybody having any issues with like seasonalities, we had to overcome like 25 people in the summer to down to like 2 people in the winter, and slowly evening that out. So that's a big part of our story. So there we go.
What am I doing with this mic? My name is Alonso. I'm from South Bend, Indiana. I run a very small crew, and here I am trying to do the America dream.
Jason Johnson, commercial from Alaska. We've been coaching with Mike for a little over 2 years, and it's changed our business.
6 good months of coaching. That's spread out over just 2 short years.
Kim Johnson, the better half.
Yep. For sure. Kim's getting feisty today. I like that.
You need the eye?
I don't want any trouble, lady.
Pretty much retired.
So I don't know about you guys, but I would focus most of my questions towards Kim because that's the job I want. All right, beautiful. Questions, comments, anything you need? Again, if I were you, Nick's going to be first. I would be, not that there's everyone in this room I've gotten the chance to know one-on-one to one degree or another. So all of these guys and gals have experiences to offer, but I would definitely make a point to get to know their stories as who they are. Just really amazing people first, and then they happen to be pretty successful as well.
Sorry, Dylan, I had a question for you. Earlier today, you mentioned a thing about setting priorities and how you, something about like you were saying how to basically value what task to do next. It was very interesting.
Oh, so you're wondering, when I have a lot of different things going on or priorities, how do I categorize things in order to know what to work on first?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Daisy.
The question you're trying to ask me.
You sure you want to ask me? No, I've definitely gotten a lot better at that. And I think as entrepreneurs, that's actually a trait that I used to look at as a bad thing. But having a lot of things going on and being able to take all that stuff on, I think is actually a great quality to have in an entrepreneur. It's learning how to, like you said, what's things I should be working on. And so what I learned with Mike is that, the human brain, I think I'm good at multitasking, but all I'm really good at is switching from one task to another. And usually you're not good at that. And that's why you're so stressed out. So what we learned was like you draw on a piece of paper 4 boxes. The first box is, what am I doing that I like doing? What am I doing that I hate doing? What am I doing, or what
am I not doing that?
What am I not doing that I should be doing? And what do I hate doing that I should be doing?
Could you give me an example, or us an example of each of those categories? Like, what would be an example of something that you should be doing and like doing, shouldn't be doing, don't,
Definitely.
One of each?
So something I'm doing that I like doing is everything really now. But so something I'm doing that I like doing is the podcast. It's surprising me right now. Something I'm doing that I don't like doing is that I got rid of. I pretty much got rid of everything I don't like doing. But something that it was answering the phones. So I didn't like answering the phones all the time, all day long. Something that I'm doing that I hate doing that I should be doing is tracking my. I'm doing. Someone else is doing that now. Doing my budget and tracking my spending. That's something I should be doing that I hate doing. What's the other one? Something that I'm doing that I don't know the other one.
Something you should be doing that you're not doing.
Something that I should be doing that I'm not doing is tracking my marketing better, like constantly be working on, so Jackson doing the Monday through Friday in our Facebook accounts and all that stuff. So haven't developed that habit yet of a daily check, of my marketing and stuff like that. So that looks overwhelming and like, oh my gosh, I got to think about all this stuff. So if you just start with your day, when you wake up in the morning, what are you doing? And just start making notes. Oh yeah, I did this. And it takes, 6 to 8 weeks to create a new habit. So don't beat yourself up at first, but just start in your day. What did I do today? It could be anything you like, anything you don't like. It doesn't matter. Just what did you do in your day? And then by the end of the week, if you miss a day, sit down at the end of the day and just kind of look back and see what you did. And just start there. Start with a list of things that you're doing throughout your day. And you might find out that a lot of the stuff you're doing, it's not really work at all. You're just sitting there at the computer staring at it and you got all this stuff going on. And it's just busy work, So, if you start with your tasks, that may help, I think, with that. But, until you have that list of things that you're actually doing, you don't even know what you should be doing. So let me give a quick visual because it's really hard. Okay.
And maybe if you guys like this, I'll do the full, we did this together a year or two ago, the Millionaire Mastermind.
Yeah.
We could do it here next event if you guys think it would be helpful, because Dylan's doing a great job trying to pack a 90-minute
that's like a big one.
into 3 minutes. So they asked online, and I'll show you guys. It's just a quadrant. I'll show you online. Like, dislike, dislike, and then on the other side, it's I should and I shouldn't be doing.
Thank you.
So for all of you guys online, like, dislike, should, shouldn't. So you guys can do this on your own, and if you guys really want it, just let me know afterwards, and we'll do it next event together. But you just start filling these out. So obviously, the things that we should be doing and we like doing is number 1, and that's for you, Chris. When you're like, I don't want to get enslaved. And I say Chris is the one that vocalized it, but I think a lot more than Chris felt that way. I don't want to be enslaved by my thing. If my list was like eat cupcakes, be with Natalie, play with my kid, whatever, I'd be like, oh, I'm so enslaved. Dang it, I got to go do this other thing I love. I'd probably be okay. So I think what these guys are doing and what I've seen you do is they move a lot of the things from the don't like, should be doing to the do like, should be doing. Right. So if you kind of write this list, maybe every month or two you put all of the activities you do in one of these 4 categories, you can watch it shift from don't like, shouldn't be doing. So for me, this would be like, should be doing, right? These guys are doing an amazing job, but Tracy can't offer my perspective. So this is something I should be doing and I really enjoy doing. My taxes would be something I don't like doing and I should not be doing. I'm not qualified. I don't like it. It's not going to work. Don't like, should be doing. There's almost nothing on that. Very, very little would be on that other than maybe I actually like going to the gym, but going to the gym or eating good foods, that'd be something like that. And then, so like, should, we got that. Should, don't like, should be very small. Should not be doing, like doing, would be eating garbage, you know? We all know bad habits, things like that. And then shouldn't be doing, don't like be doing. When you start doing this, you'll start realizing cleaning, with not that many of you guys are there, cleaning would be on that list. You know, yelling at my employees, things are like, not only do I not like it, it's not effective, right? Okay, so, and by the way, the one thing I wanted to encourage you with these guys, my favorite part about them, they're all in, and me, to be quite transparent, we're all in process. So I don't want you to be like, hey, dummies, these guys are done. You're not, pay attention. Couldn't be further from the truth. These guys have just spent a lot more time with me and working through this than you guys have. So I do everything I can to live with you, serve you, just spend as much time and have it rub off intentionally and just through osmosis. They've done that, and they can hopefully, just like my job is to distill my 20 years of things that have worked and not worked and give it to you. They can take the time that we've spent together and distill it down. So please look at them as guys and gals that have just been doing it for longer. That some of them are better at some things than others, and some of them are better at some things than I am, right? So that's the opportunity here. Dylan, were you done or do you have more?
Yeah, that was it. And I think just by looking at that, you know, I don't do that all the time or every month. It's more or less, if I'm not happy with my day, why is that? What am I doing that I don't like that somebody else could be doing? And when you start looking at that kind of stuff, you know, having a list of things helps, but that's only so you can decide, okay, today I'm going to do things I want to do. And it should be to get to the goals that I'm setting. So I hope that
Perfect. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah,
Can I add
appreciate it.
something to that?
Yeah, go right ahead.
I don't know what I'm saying, but well, the thing that he's saying, like,
Oh, in English, please, along. If it's okay.
guys,
Hey, you've been swinging at me all day. You guys know it's coming back at you.
I thought it was in Spanish. I'm sorry. No, the thing that he says is really good when you start the day with the list. But to me, it works better when I sit down at night and I kind of review my list and what I did and what I accomplished and why I didn't follow through. And the end of the night, if you take like I don't know, 30 minutes, sit down and go through the things that you go through the day and just reflect on what you did. And it kind of like makes you feel more confident. And the next day you're going to pick up that test and I don't know, start to build more you confident. Mm-hmm. So that's it.
And my version of that, for whatever it's worth, is I do it by project. So, and I really encourage one of the reasons we do celebrations on all of our weekly calls is we forget how far we've come. Like I was talking to these guys and going, next event, I promise, when you show up, you might be tempted to go, yeah, things are good. We're doing good. But if you could possibly feel how you feel now in your business and you go, holy crap, that was a lot in 4 months. It was just a crap ton. Mm-hmm. So write that stuff down. Anytime you have a big project, like I installed Bamboo HR, I got out of cleaning, or I hired my first this, or I don't do scheduling anymore. We forget it. Like Daisy had a really good story, how she had written down, I believe, things that she wanted, forgot about it for months, and then came back to it and was like, holy crap, I got every single one. And some of them were wildly specific that wouldn't have happened just on accident. She did them. So I want to encourage you, whether it's daily, like Alonzo was talking about, that's a great idea. Weekly in the celebrations that we do, that's a great idea. That's why we do it. Or just yourself putting a big chunk of, holy crap, and I don't know if it's the first time, but we got out of the house for 3 days, all 4 of us, and the damn thing ran itself, or it didn't. We didn't care. And the kids stayed home, or whatever that looks and feels like. Don't be like, oh yeah, no big deal. That's a big deal. If it hasn't happened in a decade, it's a writer downer. Mm-hmm. All right, next question.
I was just going to ask, what have you seen as, common mental roadblocks that you were successfully able to work through and get through? And what are some that you still find yourself stumbling on?
Anyone specific or just the panel?
Just anyone, if anyone has any good examples. Any mental roadblocks that you've successfully, accomplished getting through, and any that you're still struggling with?
I like that. I like that. So yeah, what thing, that belief or story that you had that held you back that you were able to change? And I like the second half is, what one haven't you been able to change you're still struggling with? I got a tiny finger from Kim. we'll do the ends. Kim first. We'll go from littlest to biggest. Kim, well, Daisy's in the middle. Smallish to biggish.
A big thing that, excuse me, was the negativity. Would it affect me personally? Like you get an email and you're like, oh, what are they doing? It's so stupid. And then just to let that go and be like, okay, fix it. Fix the problem. It won't happen again. Well, then you just adjust your system to where it doesn't happen again, but not internalize everything so personal. It was, that drive me nuts.
So what was, I don't want to say the secret or the trick, but what was the lever that helped you do that?
Depersonalizing and just saying, it's just, I don't know. It was just something I was able to say, okay, it's not going to affect me internally. I'm just going to brush it off. They'll handle it. It's not my problem.
So I'm hearing three things.
Mm-hmm.
One, move from this employee quit, this customer's pissed, whatever that thing that would, this guy didn't pay, right? We all have our things. Move that from, so Kim's a bad person, dumb owner.
Yeah.
Our business sucks.
Well, of course, we take it all personal. Because,
So the goal is moving from that to, that's a thing that happened out here. That doesn't necessarily mean Kim's a bad person. My business is falling apart. We're liars. Like, so not to kind of make it mean more than it is. And then second, just go, that sounds like a Jason problem, or that sounds like a whoever problem. Yeah. And by the way, one of the smartest things we did, Andrea handles all of our money. Before, poor Natalie, if someone didn't would pay, or I don't know if Lindsay ever did it. It was never anyone's job. If any of you guys, your card didn't go or something got screwed up. Sometimes we forget to charge. We're as bad as not charging you as you guys are not paying. Shouldn't say that's all of you guys are paying. Good. I'm just kidding. Excellent. Just paying a person to do that. And again, stupid example of I had money, I had a problem, just didn't think, well, maybe I should just pay some other knucklehead to do that. So first, this thing happened out here in the world that doesn't change who I am or who my business is. Second, move from that's something Kim needs to deal with to that's something somebody needs to deal with, and that certainly ain't Kim. And was there a third, or did I get them both? Cool. Do you have anything that you're still working on? I think that's equally interesting. You're like a mental block that you're like, I'm trying to stick and I'm still there.
No, life's pretty good.
Like Kim's like, no, I'm pretty, I got nothing. I'm fantastic.
Daisy had something actually before.
We'll go Spencer by route of Daisy.
Spencer.
No, go ahead.
Oh.
You're by route.
So for me was when I started writing things down and I didn't get to do it, I used to beat myself up and then I'd give up, I'd give up. Like, I'm like, oh, that's stupid. Like, I'm never going to do it anyways. Why would I write it down? But then I kept just doing it. And so every time I would look back at my list from the previous week or like the previous day, whatever I didn't get done, I would just write it again. And then eventually, I started looking at why I didn't get any of that stuff done. Was it not important enough? And so I stopped beating myself up, and eventually the way I talked to myself was like, well, I chose not to do that time, but I'll do it here, and then it gets easier for me. So that was, for me, was just, again, writing things down and not beating myself up if I didn't get it done.
That's huge. Not a lot, but a bit of the more time with these guys than I do with you guys, and I'd love you to have it as well, is moving from, and Chris isn't here, but Chris Underwood and probably Bob and Terry, I don't want to say you're at the worst at, but are the best examples of how to be wrong. I should be doing more. Like, they both have these great lives, these great businesses, and there's this internal, no, it's not good enough. I gotta compete. And you guys could compete. You're doing great. But there's always this comparison, and we never do it fair, right? Like, your lives are probably as good or better in many ways as everyone else's, but we find the one thing where there's like, oh, it's this revenue or that thing, and we compare the work, like we set ourselves up to lose. So we're constantly trying to switch them from, and again, the beautiful thing is all these guys and gals are in the place of, they grow because they want to grow. I don't want to, if I say anything that's not true about it, please let me know, but I don't think anyone's like, if I don't do this, I can't pay rent, have the house I want, send my kids to school I want, whatever that is. But they still, and I worked on this for a long time. I feel like I'm finally getting on the backside of it. I gotta go. And I finally went, no, I don't do a damn thing I don't want to do. And just giving yourself permission. And again, some of us are in the point where like, I do have to do things I don't want to do. I need to make money. And that's fine. It's okay if that's that. We just have to recognize, we switch it. And that's why we talk about putting it with pile money. If I don't do this, I'm not being a good steward of my family. I'm not protecting, I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And that's a different kind of, so we need to do that. It is what it is. But then we get out of that, which I think all of you guys have made that transition. So we're like, I do it because I want to have impact or I want to grow, but we still act like if I don't do this, I'm going to be crazy. So we got to know when we're giving ourselves challenges to go, if I don't do this, I'm not doing the right thing by my family, in which case, yes, I'm with you to go, let's kind of hold some accountability. Or I just want to grow. Like with our team, I want to double this year. They don't need the money. We don't need the money. It's fine. I just love serving you guys. I want to serve more. So if I act like, I'm such an idiot, I'm not doing it, and my family's fine. You guys are fine. Everything's fine. So I just want to encourage, a lot of encouragement I'm giving them, and I want to give to you is, I got to do this. And again, if you don't do this, you're going to be homeless. Yeah, you got to do it. Get to work. Quit complaining. Most of us aren't there. I have to beat myself up. It's like, do you? So if we spend the next year going, do you really have to? Is that really a problem? Are you really a bad person? You go, shit, I guess I'm not. Maybe it's okay. Excellent. Thank you, Daisy. That was worth stopping over on.
Wish you could spend more time having fun and less time with chores? Go to 302beachtalk.com to get $20 off a home cleaning. You'll be entered to win a completely free cleaning. Eat, play, serve. Sponsored by That Guy with a Broom.